Hello everyone and welcome to DIY Ideas. Today we have this wonderful scarf. It's a pretty big one this time and I'm really excited to show you the pattern as well. I think it looks wonderful and really chic. And yeah, you're gonna learn what I used and how I did it. And even if you're a beginner, you're gonna be able to get this wonderful result. So stay tuned and I'll show you everything. So here is our yarn, Creative Alpaca Decor Lucky 8 Luxury Edition. And yeah, I'll show you the colors on top. So you can see here, it's very fine and looks really soft and is soft to the touch. And we have a bit of brown in here, a bit of white, or better said beige, and everything in between. We have 200 grams, 800 meters, 50% acrylic, 25% alpaca, 25% wool. It's for a 4mm crocheting hook, and yeah, it's one ball, one scarf. You can see here all of the colors that we have, so from an orangey to a darker brown. And yeah, I am really excited to show you the thread as well because we have 4 different tiny threads that have been spun together. And the color changes happen one thread at a time, which makes it really subtle. And you can notice by the thread itself with these little puzzles, they usually mean that the scarf is going to be very fluffy, which indeed is the case today. This is also going to be nice and warm for the upcoming cold days, and I pulled a little bit of it out already. You can see it here on the side. So let's start with a magic ring today. So this is the position that we want. You want to hold the back section or the beginning section of the thread and then go around your index and middle finger, and then basically just take your thread through with your hook through this ring, and that's what I call a magic ring. And now we can get started with our stitches. So I'm going to do 3 chains to get started. Then we're going to do 3 trebles. So the first 3 chains actually replace the first treble. And yeah, we just take the yarn over, go through 2 and through 2 again, and that's a treble. So we are doing 4 trebles. So we have here the 3 chains to replace the first treble and then 4 more, which means we have 5 total. And now we can pull this ring tight. And the first row is already done, so let's start the second one. So we're going to do 3 chains again. That's how we're always going to start a new row. Then we can turn, and into this very first chain here, the very first spot, we go in and we do again the 5 trebles. So we have the 3 chains with the first one, which means we're doing 4 more. And there we go. So we have 5 trebles total, or 3 chains to replace the first one, and 4 more. Then we're going to do a yarn over, and we're going to go into the very last spot, so actually around these chains that we started with in the last row, and we're going to do the same there again, so 5 trebles. So in this row I did 2 shells. So you can see here what they look like. I like to call them shells because they remind me of shells by their shape. So we can start the next row. So we're going to do 3 chains for the height and replace the first treble. And then we're going to do 4 more into the same spot, or into the first spot underneath. There we go. Then the next one goes here in between the two existing ones. So you don't have to count any spots or stitches. You basically just find the spots in between the existing shells. And we're again doing 5 trebles. And number 5. And yeah, now you get this little gap to be a little bit bigger, which means the scarf is going to be nice and light. Now we're going to go here around these chains, or underneath these chains we started the last row with, and we're going to do 5 trebles there. So I have 14 trebles here plus the chains to replace the first one, so that's the equal of 15 trebles for 3 times 5 shells. 3 shells with 5 trebles each. There we go. So the number of shells always corresponds to the number of rows, which means row number 4 is going to have 4 shells, and they're going to keep increasing that way. And yeah, I think it looks wonderful, and it's going to be really cool in the end. So I'm going to do a little bit more just so I can show you an update of what it looks like after a while. But this is basically what we're going to keep repeating from this point on. So there's not much more going on. You already know what to do. I can actually do one more row with you, and then I'll skip to the update. So again, we're doing 3 chains for the height, that's to replace the first treble, and we do 4 more into the same spot. And last one. Okay, so I did 1 extra. Now we have the right number and we can do the next section. So 5 trebles total. Four and 5. And then in here in this section again, and we can do 5 trebles there, and then we are good to go. Okay, this is row number 4. So you see how it develops and what it looks like. I think it's really, really cool. And the spots are a little bit bigger when you do the shells on top, which makes it look even nicer. Okay, so now it's time for the update. So here I am after a while, and this is what it looks like. So you can see we have a lovely texture, and each individual shell looks really, really cool, and they all look the same, which is awesome. So you can see the first color here that we started with, and yeah, it grew quite a bit. So you can see here the texture first, and then I'll show you some of the color changes. Here is the first color change, so the changes are pretty subtle, which means that you won't notice it right away. So you can always see just one of the 4 threads I showed you changing, which makes it look this wonderful. So yeah, we have a little bit of orange and a little bit of beige here. So I have 1 meter and 80 centimeters on the longest side, and you can see here what it looks like when it's laid out like this with all of the colors and everything. And since I don't have enough for a new row, I'm going to shorten the thread here. I don't have a lot left over anyway. And then we can tighten that, weave it in, and we are pretty much ready to go. Of course, as always, we have the little beginning tail here that we also need to take care of. But apart from that, our project is done, and you can see what our scarf looks like. And yeah, here are all of the colors now. So this is what it would look like if you were wearing it. And it's really fluffy, really soft. Definitely gonna keep you warm. And yeah, you can see what it looks like. I think it looks wonderful, but let me know in the comments what your impressions are. And if you try out this pattern, please let me know what you think. I really like this one, and I was really excited to show it to you today. So if you enjoyed, feel free to shoot us a thumbs up and let us know that way. You can also subscribe to our channel, and if you do, don't forget the notification bell, because then you'll get notified every time we post a new video. Thanks for watching. See you in our next project. Bye!